Like when we were kids, people talked about, like you said, get a good union job, get a good government job. You want to learn a trade. Then trade schools kind of disappeared, and like I mean, I guess they were still around, but then everybody's pushing you got to go to college and then get these careers, and then them careers don't really exist no more. People got a bunch of degrees that they can't use, and now it's like, I feel like it's going backwards, right? Like it was all right. So get a degree so you can get a job. Now it's like, don't even go to college because you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna be wasting your time. Like there's no careers that are, and schools are not gonna keep up with like AI and things. And tech just moves too fast
way too fast
for them to change trajectory or the hell was that? To change courses and curriculum, right? To match. So by the time our girls get out of school, that 4 years or 5 years that they was in school, that job don't even exist no more, or not in the way that it existed prior to them going in. So I'm like, man, what do I tell them, right? Because we're saving money for college, and they might not even go to college, right?
It's crazy.
So what does that mean? I mean, I think in the careers that they want to go, like I got one that wants to be a psychiatrist, and the other one wants to be a pediatrician or a doctor. So I think those careers are going to exist, but not in the way that they exist now. Like telehealth, right? My wife works for a telehealth company, and she sees clients, but not in person, and hasn't seen clients in person for years. So I can't imagine that my daughter's going to have like an office with a couch where somebody comes and sits down. It's not going to happen, right? So she's going to have to learn how to move in telehealth versus like the actual face-to-face in building mental health space. And then doctors, even the technology with doctors is vastly different, right? Like surgeons don't have, I mean, they do, but in some cases they don't have to actually do the surgery anymore, right? Like they're kind of observing a piece of technology doing this, the actual surgery, right? With better precision, right? But I mean, you obviously have to have some kind of human oversight there, right? Or somebody that knows what to do, but you don't need a lot of them anymore, right? It's funny, we were just talking about this because my wife was like, well, you'll never replace doctors. And I'm like, well, that's not true because you've been going to WebMD for years and self-diagnosing yourself, right? It started then. And now we go to our doctor now, and before she starts seeing us, she'll ask us, is it okay if I have AI record this? So while she's talking to us, AI is taking notes and writing it down. It's basically teaching itself how a doctor would interact with a person.
Yeah.
How would they diagnose it based on a certain amount of symptoms, what they're observing? Like they're replacing themselves. Yes, technically it is making it easier to take notes, and the notes are more accurate, and you have a better profile when a person comes back in. But eventually, right, after enough people have done this, it's got a huge database of symptoms, of suggestions, of diagnosis, of prescriptions. Pretty soon we don't even need you in there, doc. Like we might need you to just make sure that it's taking the right notes. We might need you to review the notes, maybe make some adjustments, but we don't need 10 doctors on this floor. We need 2.
We need 2. And I mean, even just recently, I talked about, my back, and that was one of the first things I did after I had talked to you. I went to AI, like, oh, I have this pain in my back. And after it asked me all these different questions, it basically was just saying like, oh, yeah, it sounds like your L4 or your L5 is out of alignment and this is whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, dang. And then when I went to the doctor, she was like, well, it seems like maybe your L4 or your L5 might be having issues there, or, you just have some inflammation that is pushing up against your nerve and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, damn, this is kind of what AI already told me. But the thing with AI is they still have a lot of room to get stuff right because, it hallucinates so much. And if you don't know what hallucination is, it's exactly what it sounds like.